My Music. A panel game devised by Tony Shryan and Edward J. Mason. Chairman, Steve Race.
Thank you. Hello, I am your chairperson, and these are our four personality persons: John Amison, Frank Muir, Ian Wallace, and Denis Norden. Which leaves our scoring person, 62 inches of utter impartiality, Mary Bell. And the first question, John. What is the common link between this and this? And this time, maybe Frank can help you.
What? I was dozing a bit there.
What, did Haydn write both of them?
No, he didn't. That is not the link, no. You would know the first one, and obviously do. I thought Frank would have known the second of them.
I mean, it's a famous hymn tune, whose words utterly escape me.
Never mind the words.
Into my life.
Oh, the tune.
Never mind. How is it referred to? Normally?
London?
It's normally called...
The old something.
The old what?
100.
Ha!
The old 100.
And which symphony was
that? 100. Oh, 99, 101, somewhere in between.
You're very warm, very warm.
They're both old.
The number 100. Haydn's 100th Symphony. Get your mark, John, by telling me its nickname.
The military.
The military, thank you. And the old 100th psalm. Oh, I think that's all right, yes. Frank, here is a very pretty waltz tune. Have a guess, a solo guess this time, as to who composed it, and then you've got a supplementary question to follow.
Oh, good.
Delicious little sweet
lovely,
tune.
isn't it? It's in the manner of Mozart.
Yes, it's Mozart. It is Mozart, yes. Lovely music. Rather a dull title. Piano Trio in G. Frank, the Times newspaper headlined a mention of that piece with the cryptic words, Ax Kim Ma. What was all that about? Ax Kim Ma.
M.A.?
Yes.
Oh, well, that was the original title. Because what happened was that he was going to announce the title, but he couldn't pronounce it very well when he first wrote it, so he wrote it phonetically as Ax Kim Ma. And what he was going to say to the protector was, for my next number on the piano, I got this trio, which I've dedicated to the savages of the north, those hunters, those peripatetic hunters on the ice floes of the Arctic.
I can hear it coming. Yes.
And it's dedicated to the Eskimo. Am I warm?
Magnificently from that. Well, you're as cold as the Eskimo. Your magnificent invention. It was played by the trio, actually, of, as John knows, I think, Emmanuel Ax, Uk Kim, and Yo-Yo Ma. But I much prefer your version.
Oh, I should have known.
Glad you didn't. Ian, one of the things I find a bit irritating about public concerts of popular singers is the way an audience greets the start of a favourite song with a burst of applause, but how long it takes them sometimes, doesn't it, to recognise a favourite. This sort of thing. I've put together for you an imaginary example. Listen. Ian, just confirm, first of all, the composer's name, will you? I put the audience applause on, of course.
I was going to say, I don't recall that happening. Only Speaks.
Yes, that's right. And the poet?
Rudyard Kipling,
Rudyard
one
Kipling.
of the Barrett Room ballads.
It does happen, doesn't it, that business? You start to sing a song and they all applaud and so on, and they lose some of the songs that they're applauding.
It's my... Perhaps I've been unfortunate. It's usually my experience that they don't do that.
Denis, your turn. There's a very clever contemporary singer-songwriter coming up for you, recalling the pop style of his teen years in the 1950s and 60s. Who is he? Clever man. Do you know?
I'm absolutely flummoxed.
Well, I can tell you, you would love this LP.
What's it called?
The singer and composer is Donald Fagen.
Donald Fagen,
who was with formerly with the group Steely Dan.
Mm.
And it's worth not getting a mark, I think, to find out about Donald Fagen.
Well, and, is the LP under his name?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Attention, please. This next round has a special rule in that every word of your answer must begin with the same letter of the alphabet. John, an opera set aboard a man of war in Napoleonic times was first performed at Covent Garden in 1951.
Billy Budd by Benjamin Britten.
An old man who has experienced much. I have been a man of action and have fought for my king and country at sea.
Tell me again, John, opera and composer.
Billy Budd by Benjamin Britten. By Benjamin Britten.
Right. Yes, that's right. You've got the idea. Your answer must begin, every word must begin with the same letter, whichever letter it may be. Frank, your turn. A patriotic theme, weighty and warlike. I'll do it on the piano. Frank, which composer used that for his Henry V film score?
William Walton.
And what did you think of my performance?
Wagnerian.
Well done. Ian, a dozen years or more before his Rosemary or the Vagabond King, a composer born in Prague wrote this. Who was he, Ian, in a word?
Rudolf Frimmel.
Yes. And the name of the show was the...
Firefly.
Thank you. And what did you think of the way I played it?
Fantastic.
Right, Denis, what is this?
A lingering lullaby, a lovely lady.
Yes. I played it fairly forte. What does forte mean?
Loud.
And what of my performance?
Lamentable.
Not one mark off the
limpid,
order.
yes.
Yes. I had down lustrous, but limpid will do equally well. Thank you very much. Well, let's move on. To coin a phrase, there's good and bad in all of us, and there's good and or bad in the next four questions. John, what's good about this?
It only lasted 22 seconds.
Yes, that's one man's view. Do you know what the tune was before Ella got to it?
No.
Can you help, Frank? It was Lady Be Good. So the good part was the title Lady Be Good. Frank, can you put a title to this?
That's right, yes. It comes in, doesn't
the
it?
Good.
Oh, I see the idea of the round. Yeah, it's the good, it's like this panel. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Right. Morricone, that film theme from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Ian, what's bad about this?
They're out of sorts in Sunderland and terribly cross in Kent. They're dull in Hull and the Isle of Man is seething with discontent. They're nervous in Northumberland and Devon is down the drain. They're filled with wrath on the Firth of Forth and sullen on Salisbury Plain. In Dublin they're depressed lads, maybe because they're Celts. For Drake is going west, lads, and so is everyone else.
There are bad times
just around the corner. No card, yes. Dennis, I'll play yours on the piano. It's a middle bit, and then you tell me the curate's egg title.
I love him. Yeah. Nobody could. I've got it bad and that ain't good.
I've got it bad and that ain't good.
I got it bad.
Yes, I got it bad. Duke Ellington's song, yes. A half-mark bonus for someone from either side. Who's this singing Good Day, Sunshine?
Shots! Good day, sunshine. What? Just say, good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. I need to laugh, and when the sun is out, I got something I can laugh about.
Who is it?
Lulu, is
You
it?
think it's Lulu?
Yeah. What does John think?
I think it's Webster Booth.
I'm going to get our scorer, Mary, to say in a live voice who it was. Who was it? Lulu, thank you very much. Yes, it was Lulu. So you've got the half mark, Dennis. John, Prince Charles, this was in 1981, became only the third DRCM in history. What is it, and who were the other two DRCMs?
Director of the Royal College of Music.
Not director, but...
Derumvirate.
No.
Duumvirate.
More medical.
More medical?
Yes.
Doctor.
Yes, doctor. Doctor of Music at the Royal College of Music is the correct thing. Who were the other two? There was one in 1933 and another in 1973. Both a similar sort of field of endeavour as the Prince.
Herbert Howells made a doctor.
No, they're both royalty.
Oh, royalty. Oh, dear. I'm not very good on royalty.
Well, one of them wore a toque hat.
The Duke of...
Queen Mary.
I'm going to have to tell you.
Queen Mary?
Queen Mary in 1933 and Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, in 1973. The only other two DRCMs, apart from now Prince Charles. Frank, a memorable musical event in the early 1920s made use of a Sengerphone, and a bright young thing of the day distinguished herself by walking out in disgust, or at any rate in protest. What was the occasion and who was the protester?
It's probably that form of megaphone.
That's right.
Used by Edith Sitwell in the performance of Facade.
That's right.
At the Aeolian Hall, Bond Street.
And who walked out in protest?
The bright young thing.
Yes, according to Sasha.
Noel Coward wrote a very vicious sketch about it, didn't he? Which upset them enormously.
Yes, they were off speaking terms for years.
Well, he did refer to her as Hernia Whittlebot.
Well, yes.
So, I mean,
everybody knew it was the Sitwell.
It was a rather nice story, you know, at the first rehearsal. Clarinetist came up after and said to William Walton, he said, "Excuse me, Mr. Walton, but has a clarinetist ever done you an injury?"
That's taking care of one of next week's questions.
Can't win them all, Steve.
You got a week off, John.
Yeah. Just keep up the facade.
Ian, your question, Ian. though it might more appropriately be addressed to Rex or Fred or my old friend Harry. What did Bernard Shaw say would assure his immortality long after all his plays were forgotten?
Good gracious.
You can work your way towards something of this, anyway.
But it's presumably a musical question.
Yes, Rex, Fred, Harry.
Harry,
I didn't know Rex or Fred.
Which one of the plays that made into music?
Speak up.
Well, it must be one of his plays that were made into musical. Rex?
No.
What wasn't My Fair Lady or...
No. You've swapped the non-mark with John, who didn't score on this somewhere in this show either. What happened was Elgar dedicated to Bernard Shaw the brass band test piece, the Severn Suite.
Oh, yes.
And I, of course, was referring to Rex, Fred and Harry Mortimer, the great brass band family.
Oh, I see. Yes, it was the Rex, I think, that threw us about.
Well, one of the older generations.
He was definitely...
It was, in other words, to have a dedication on a piece of music that was...
That was what somebody once called a red herring to throw dust in your eye.
Dennis, a great success, that Severn Suite. Certainly not what Americans would call a turkey. Even with the turkey that you know will fold. What's the origin of the expression, a turkey?
Interesting.
What did it mean?
Well, I don't know. Going sort of obliquely at it, the origin of getting the bird must be something akin to it, which meant a goose hissing. The hissing of a goose. I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, can I tell you, as Frank so rightly says, derivations are a minefield. But a fellow quizmaster wrote to me from New Zealand and said, why don't you ask him this? Because according to him, and I like the idea, a turkey was a show known by its backers to be weak, so they opened it on Thanksgiving Day, Turkey Day in America, so as to pick up some box office money from uncritical holiday audiences and maybe get the show launched when nobody was listening all that intently. A turkey opened at Thanksgiving.
Interesting, yeah.
Could be. A good point, I think. And thank you very much for that.
Had the stuffing knocked out of it on the first night.
Before we get on to anatomical parts of the turkey, I'll go on to the next round. Calling all workers. All through the war years, the BBC broadcast music while you work, sometimes referred to then as music while you work. Recently, the series has been revived. I wonder, do you find you can enjoy music while you're working? Can you stand it? Do you need it? And if so, what kind of music? John, music while you work, for preference?
I only listen to music while I'm doing things like housework or
you do?
Putting stamps on or...
But you don't mind treating music in that way, as it were?
Depends on the music you choose.
What sort of music is it that you use?
Well... Could be Poulenc or something like that.
Something impossibly light, yes.
Yeah. He wrote a suite called Music to Stick Stamps on by, didn't he?
Frank, you use music.
Yes, but this housework thing, but when you vacuum my drawing room, you
a higher class of music altogether, then. Do you use music, Frank, in that
Yes,
way?
I do. Ruthlessly, in fact. I sit at a desk all day, and I have Radio 3 on. Most of the time, but not always. When the leader come on, I usually switch off. That upsets me. And rhythmic things are no good, because they get a beat going, and that doesn't help the mental
Hence
thought.
Radio 3. Yeah.
But string quartets.
Yes, and of course you couldn't possibly listen to Radio 4 while working with words, could you?
No.
Obviously, because words don't go with words. Ian, do you use music in that way?
Well, I have it, to some extent, thrust upon me at home because my son practices the saxophone and also plays a lot of his tapes in his bedroom, which is not very well deafened to my studio come office. And I find this perfectly all right quite a lot of the time, but now and again I will put on Radio 3 loud enough to cancel it out, just for a bit. I very much enjoy listening to my son play the saxophone, but there are certain types of work that perhaps a little bit of Mozart just sort of oils the wheels a bit.
And when your son has got the saxophone going and you've got the Radio 3 going or whatever it is, what does poor old Pat do in the kitchen?
She's listening to Radio 4 as a rule.
Listen to my music, yeah. Dennis, what do you...
No, John, I also sit at a desk all day, well, you know, and music is absolutely a distraction. I couldn't be doing with it at all. I can't have voices or anything going, you know. But physical work, I would have it if I ever did any.
I think all arrangers will tell you this. If I'm writing music, scoring or orchestrating something like that, I could listen to Radio 4 all day, but the moment anybody went... finished. Absolutely finished. Music, no. Among the 4 final songs this week are reminders, for me anyway, of Jack Hulbert, John Dowland, Paul Whiteman and Noel Coward. But our singers, of course, are Frank, John, Denis and Ian in that order. So, to Frank. Claude Hulbert, you may not know this, Frank, was part writer of the song, but his lean, affable brother made it famous. Hats on the side of my head.
I've got a feeling I found her. It was something she said. She's got me walking on the tip of my toes, and the hat's on the side of my head. All of my troubles are mended. She's my needle and thread. She's got me walking on the tip of my toes, and my hat's on the side of my head. Oh, that wonderful smile where I fell from the start. You should listen a while to the thump, thump, thumping of my poor old heart. We've got a wonderful future, one that's rosy and red. She's got me walking on the tip of my toes, and my hat's on the side of my head.
John Dowland, composer, was born in 1563. They don't write songs like the old songs, do they, John?
If my complaints could passions move, or make love see wherein I suffer wrong, my passions were enough to prove that my despairs had governed me too long. O love, I live and die in thee, thy grief in my deep sigh still speaks. Thy wounds do freshly bleed in me, my heart for thy unkindness breaks. Yet thou dost hope when I despair, and when I hope thou makest me hope in vain. Thou sayest thou canst my harms repair, yet for redress thou lett'st me still complain.
If My Complaints by John Dowland. Denis, in nostalgic, confiding mood, is always a treat. It's a nice old song, this. I'll play your introduction.
The stars shine above you, so linger a while. They whisper, I love you, so linger a while. 'Cause when you have gone away, each hour will seem like a day. I've something to tell you, so linger a while. I always thought that as I've something to sell you, so linger.
Yes. Paris is one of my favourite cities, in spite of the presence there of quite a lot of Frenchmen. Lovely, lovely city, though, and the feeling we all had in 1940 was put into song form by Oscar Hammerstein and Jerome Kern. Ian, a chord.
The last time I saw Paris, her heart was warm and gay. I heard the laughter of her heart in every street cafe. The last time I saw Paris, her trees were dressed for spring, and lovers walked beneath those trees, and birds found songs to sing. I dodged the same old taxicabs that I had dodged for years. The chorus of their squeaky horns was music to my ears. The last time I saw Paris, her heart was young and gay. No matter how they change her, I'll remember her that way.
Lovely. Just in case you have a remembrance of things past, let me announce that the quiz earlier on resulted in a victory for John Amis and Frank Muir. Goodbye.
Taking part in My Music were John Amis, Frank Muir, Ian Wallace and Denis Norden. The chairman was Steve Race. The questions were compiled by Steve Race, and the programme was produced by Pete Atkin. My Music. A panel game devised by Tony Schrein and Edward J. Mason. The chairman, Steve Race.
May I present four friends of mine. John Amis, partnered by Frank Muir, and their opposite numbers, Ian Wallace and his partner, Denis Norden. Our programme secretary is also our scorer. It all adds up, or at any rate she does. So will you greet our charming, incorruptible Scots person, Mary Bell? Music, they say, is an international language. So, John, despite the foreign title, Danza Fanciulla Gentile, I'm sure you'll recognise this dame's voice. Singing a little higher than her normal tessitura.
Yes, I think I know the record. It's Janet Baker.
Yes, it is.
With the Academy of St. Martin's.
Yes.
Singing those arie antiche.
That's the thing, yes.
Absolutely wonderful record. The dame on her best form.
Yes. Frank, your question, who's the singer and where is the place?
Eccelé, Jalisco! Eccelé, Jalisco!
Guarda la cara, guarda cara, guarda cara.
Yeah, singer, the voice?
Guarda la cara is the place.
Guadalajara, yes.
I gather is the place.
Yes, where is the place, Guadalajara?
Well, at a guess, I'd say it's Spain or South America or both.
Marvellous. One in Mexico and another one in Spain. Who was the singer, please?
I didn't.
Voice. Didn't recognise him.
No.
Let's let the audience tell you. Who was the singer?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nat King Cole was the singer. Anyway, Guadalajara. Ian, your question, still on music as being the international language. I went once to the theatre, some show at the Aldwych Theatre. No, on one occasion I went, sorry purist, I went to the Aldwych Theatre on one particular occasion to see a play, can't remember what it was, and I found sitting next to me in the stalls a certain lady, this lady. Tell me her name.
Endlich ist die Welt uns entglitten und wir fahren in unserem Schlitten und wir fahren in unserem Schlitten durch ein Tal im Schnee.
Yes.
Ah.
Familiar song.
Familiar song, yes, very familiar. The surrey with the fringe on top. The voice is unmistakable, I think. Marlene Dietrich.
Dietrich it was, Marlene Dietrich. Yes. Dennis, same lady, same language, but who is she singing about?
Fräulein Annie wohnt schon lang nicht hier. Warum fragen Sie erst heut nach ihr? Sie sind doch der Herr, den sie uns immer beschrieb. Blaue Augen, frecher Mund, der träumerisch blieb. So lang hat sie gewartet und sie hatte sie so lieb. Nein, Fräulein Annie wohnt schon lange.
Her name is
Annie doesn't live here anymore.
Yes,
yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Which song would you really like to hear sung in German?
Well, you know that, like John knew the record that Dame, whatever it was, came from. I think I know the record that this comes from. One of the reasons I know it is it only costs £2.99. But if I remember, she sings on it, actually, a beautiful... It's not all the songs translate well into German, as Surrey with the Fringe on top was an example, but Time on My Hand, she sings. Yes, that's right. And it really gets quite a lot of added gravitas or something from it.
Yes. One of the greatest of all composers provides the music for this next round. John, this record is somewhat tersely catalogued as Schubert Rev Badura Skoda / Richter. Explain, please. Schubert, Rev, Badura, Skoda, / Richter. What's all that about?
It's the Richter scale we heard.
Schubert, Rev.
Yes. Rev, R-E-V dot.
Revised?
By?
Who did you say?
Badura
Richter?
Skoda.
Badura Skoda.
Yes.
Well, Badura Skoda is a pianist and a musicologist.
Yes, and what's Richter got to do with it?
Richter's probably playing the Joanna.
Yes, Sviatoslav Richter, that's right. Yes,
and you know what the Skoda stands for? No, you're the quizmaster, I mustn't ask.
But tell me.
Skoda sponsored Badura's career, and but one of the conditions was that he put his name, Skoda, his real name is Paul Badura.
Oh, that's rather nice.
The ball bearings.
Little bit like
that's right.
June Bronhill, am I right, Ian? June Bronhill, whose hometown in Australia got together and sponsored her trip to England to study, and she named herself after the town that had subscribed.
Yes, I'm sure that's true.
Nice, that Badura Skoda.
But telling you something you didn't know, may I tell you a story about another pianist, Emil Gilels, who was in the Middle West in America, and a man came in and asked for an autograph, and as he was turning to leave, he said, "Well, Mr. Gilels, you've been so kind to me and so helpful. I'd just like to ask you a question, your advice. It's pronunciation. Should it be pronounced, I've heard both, should it be pronounced Schubert or Schumann?"
Well, in that case, Schumann, Fantasia in C, the Wanderer Fantasia. Frank, a lot of people find modern music aggressive rather than calming. So, Frank, Frank, is that Franz Schubert played by the Alban Berg Quartet, or Alban Berg played by the Franz Schubert Quartet? What are you looking at that piece of paper for?
I'm not looking at this bit of paper, I'm looking at his piece of paper, which has got Operation 161. Op 161.
Oh, that's clever stuff. Yeah.
Schubert, thrice underlined. Might that help towards your answer?
Thank you. Yes, Schubert played, yes, I'll accept that happily, the Alban Berg Quartet playing Schubert's G major quartet. Ian, Schubert again, this time a song. What are the words saying, broadly speaking, and who's singing them, please?
Basically, Rockabye Baby.
Yes, Go to Sleep, Rockabye Baby, that's right. And the singer, did you recognise her voice?
I think this is one of my very favourite sopranos, if I'm right. It's Ellie Ameling.
Ellie Ameling, yes. Ellie Ameling it was, Dutch lady, a lovely, lovely
beautiful singer.
Dennis, for you, a different side of Schubert's personality. Dennis, Schubert was 20 when he wrote that A minor sonata. You complain sometimes that I lower the tone a bit when I'm asking you questions. In that first movement, Dennis, does the recapitulation occur in the subdominant minor?
Well, I would say that since Arthur Scargill's been looking after him, there's no such thing as a subdominant minor.
I think that's the prize for this particular.
Did you raise your tone at
Absolutely,
me?
Yeah. The answer, in case anybody's interested in yes, it does. 8 tunes, 8 titles between them. In other words, gentlemen, the piano medley. Can I have those song titles, please? Half a mark each. The first one, John, you'd get.
Planck.
Yes,
Francis Planck.
Yes, that's
Mouvement perpétuel.
No, it's from a ballet. No, it wasn't that I played. I played...
Oh, yes, the Adagietto from Les Biches.
Adagietto from Les Biches. Fair enough for his half mark. Then, Yagadagadan, Frank.
Cherry Berry Bin.
Thank you very much. You said that as if it were the last contribution you'd ever made to this programme.
It's the first contribution I made to the medley for about 3 years.
Did you know the next one?
No, not the way you played it. The way you sing it's better.
Nobody's ever said that to me before.
No, I still don't.
You can put him right, can't you?
Journey to a
Journey
Star.
to a Star.
Alice Faye.
I don't think he gets the mark, though, do you?
I don't want the mark.
Then came...
Gentleman Rankers. Out on the Spree. Kipling.
Yes, the something song.
Not
worth waiting for. The Whiffenproof song.
Whiffenproof.
Yes. You certainly got it anyway.
That was John of those songs that you hear now and then.
One of those songs, that's right. Leading into
Stout-hearted men.
That's right, yes. I was quite pleased with that juxtaposition.
There was good juxtaposition. Didn't I say it was a good juxtaposition?
You did. Yes. Then came
If you want to do some time, bash a policeman.
Yes. You're joking, of course. Right. And then...
Well, I can't... With your lips so close to the telephone when they should be close.
And I said it's a fine old English gentleman.
No,
Isn't
like
it a
for
pity?
2 bars.
Kitty, isn't it? Kitty the telephone,
yes,
whatever
that's
it is. Yeah.
Right. Kitty the telephone girl. The first 2 of those 4 bars, Ian, were like old English gentlemen, but the last 2 clinched it.
Yes, I began to have my doubts as it went on,
yes. The film composer John W. Green wrote a charming tune that he called Serenade to a New Baby. Serenade to a New Baby. I wonder if you can think of an existing song that one could dedicate to a new baby. Something appropriate. Tough to come to John first, but you're writing, John, so that's a good sign. A new baby.
I can't give you anything but milk, baby.
Surprised you can manage that.
Frank, something? New baby.
Baby, it's cold outside. Don't have any more Mrs. Moore.
Enough. Ian, a new baby.
Nappy days are here again.
Oh, yes. I think that might be the winner, but Dennis, what have you got for a new baby?
Well, the one that straight away covers Is You Is or Is You Ain't. But you know, we did. We're always doing a round about misprints in song titles.
Single letter misprints.
Single letter misprints. I was sent a nice one, which was, "I can't give you anything but a love, baby."
Oh yes. Somebody wrote to me and said, "Have you thought about? I'll sing 3 songs of Arabic." That scuppered you next time you sing it, Ian, hasn't it? That will slide in. Speaking as the only film goer who actually dropped off to sleep during Star Wars, I suppose I have to admit that I'm not really a science fiction fan. Nevertheless, 1 or 2 science fiction films have got through to me. John, whose music was this, please, and for whose story? It was the end of it, wasn't it?
The sad thing is that since Arthur Bliss died, I'm no longer able to give the imitation. But that was, in fact, from my ballet and my film, Things to Come, H.G. Wells, Alexander Korda.
That's right. Like you,
like him.
Well, it was. Like you, I knew and loved Arthur Bliss, and it's exactly like his voice. Yes, to Arthur Bliss's music from Things to Come. Did you tell me the name of the author?
H.G. Wells.
H.G. Wells, you did. That's right. Yes. Right, Frank. Who is or are returning to the sound of this music?
Return of the Yeti.
Really?
I haven't had the privilege of seeing. It's almost certainly by John Williams.
Yes, it is by John Williams, using his Star Wars theme yet again. But they're not quite Yeti.
Yeti.
No, not
Yeti.
quite. Jedi.
Yippee, Yeti.
J-E-D-I. That's
Jedi.
That's them, that lot, yes. Ian, much earlier, a kind of sci-fi, and the sort of title music that takes me straight back to the 1 and 9 pennies. The love interest coming in there.
Is that a touch of the Ronald Coleman?
You're doing marvellously. I had a long slitherem here about how to help you, and you've got, sounds like you've got it. I was going to say Dmitri Tiomkin's first big film score. Later on, Conway is going to meet Chang, and Margot will age visibly. Mm-hmm. You've got it. It's
Lost Horizon.
Lost Horizon, yes. Very good. Ronald Coleman, H.B. Warner, Margot, and various others, yes. Dennis, definitely science fiction, this. Who is falling and from what? Steiner's score for
King Kong, wasn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. He had put Fay Ray in a safe place and was falling
he put her up on the ledge, and he was falling from the Empire State Building. Yes. And the last line is, "'Twas beauty killed the beast."
Yes, that's right. Dennis, I believe, in spite of the best interests of cinema, you're still a keen cinema goer.
In fact, I can't understand. When you said you fell asleep during Star Wars, I was only wondering what other exciting pleasures you managed to fall asleep during.
You fall asleep during Beethoven's Miscellany,
That's right.
don't you? So it's a score of 1-1.
Yeah. I don't even know her. Yeah.
Well, this is where Mary lays aside her score sheet in favour of some singing. Can you sing? Yeah? You can. Well, not everybody can. Frank. Sorry, I will
rephrase that.
I'll repunctuate it. Yes, not everyone can. Frank starts us off with a bittersweet bit of singing. Right.
Go on then.
I'll see you again whenever spring breaks through again. Time may lie heavy between, but what has been is past forgetting. There's sweet memory across the years will come to me, though my life may go awry, in my heart will ever lie just the echo of a sigh. Goodbye.
Next week, Mary and I must do the verse, the duet.
Oh, yes. Now, Miss Sarah, if you please, sing us for me. Meanwhile, John offers one of his unaccompanied folk songs, The Little Horses, a lullaby from the New World, John.
That's all right. Hush you by, don't you cry, go to sleep, little baby. When you wake, you shall have all the pretty little horses. Black and bays, dapple and greys, coach and 6 little horses. Blacks and bays, dapples and greys, coach and 6 little horses. Hush you by, don't you cry, go to sleep, little baby. When you wake, you'll have sweet cake and all the pretty little horses. A brown and a grey and a black and a bay and a coach and 6 little horses. A black and a bay and a brown and a grey and a coach and 6 little horses. Hush you by, don't you cry, oh, you pretty little baby. Go to sleep, little baby. Oh.
Dennis, this song has a familiar tune, but with unfamiliar words. Can you explain, Dennis, please?
Well, the familiar tune is, I guess I'll have to change my plan, which was, the music was written by Arthur Schwartz and the words by Howard Dietz in 1929. But 5 years before that, 1924, Arthur Schwartz wrote it when he was a counsellor at a camp, a song about being under canvas and living in tents, and the guy who wrote the lyric was somebody else who was working there, somebody called Lawrence Hart. I love to lie awake in bed. Right after taps, I pull the flaps above my head. I let the stars shine on my pillow. Oh, what a light those moonbeams shed. I feel so happy I could cry, and tears are born within the corner of my eye. To be at home with Ma was never like this. I could live forever like this. I love to lie awake a while and go to sleep with a smile.
Ian, do you admire the musical opinions of Lutosławski?
Yes, I should think so.
Good. I only asked because he once quoted a Polish saying that a baritone is halfway between a tenor and a man.
I think I revised my opinion.
I don't think John likes it much either. Never mind. Let's have a lovely baritone song from South Pacific.
Some enchanted evening, you may see a stranger. You may see a stranger across a crowded room, and somehow you know even then, that somewhere you'll see her again and again. Who can explain it? Who can tell you why? Fools give you reasons, wise men never try. Some enchanted evening, when you find your true love, when you feel her call you across a crowded room, then fly to her side and make her your own. For all through your life you may dream all alone. Once you have found her, never let her go. Once you have found her, never let her go.
Never let her go. We must let you go, though, with the news that this week we have a modest victory for Ian Wallace and Denis Norden. Goodbye.
Taking part in My Music were John Amos, Frank Muir, Ian Wallace and Denis Norden. The chairman was Steve Race. The questions were compiled by Steve Race and the program was produced by Pete Atkin. My Music. A panel game devised by Tony Shryan and Edward J. Mason. Chairman, Steve Race.
First, the good news. The cast in order of appearance: John Amos and his partner, Frank Muir, Ian Wallace and his partner, Denis Norden. And now for the bad news. In response to many inquiries, I have to announce that our scorer is already spoken for. If only I'd been born 10 years earlier. Meet our delightful Mary Bell. Happiness is the subject of this opening round. John, a bright start. What is this gentleman telling us?
Heute will ich mich gerne tauschen, wer so ist und wer so immer sei. Heute will ich mich berauschen, morgen ist vielleicht vorbei. Heute ist der schönste Tag in meinem Leben. Heute ist der schönste Tag im Monat.
What's he know? He's rather good, though, isn't he?
Yes, rather good indeed. Little but good, you might say.
Oh.
Ah, now you know, do you? Who?
Little but good. You don't mean that poor chap who was a dwarf?
Well, he was very small indeed.
Joseph Schmidt.
Yes,
He was
yes.
actually a dwarf.
Yes.
That's why he never did opera. Joseph Schmidt.
That's right. What was he singing?
singer.
Yes, indeed. What was he singing about?
No idea.
About 4'10".
He was, well, you have his name, fair enough. He was singing, "This is the happiest day in my life," in that tremendous, tremendous voice of his. Yes, Joseph Schmidt. Frank, it's always nice to hear people laughing. Yes. Frank, can you put a date to that recording? How old were you when it was made?
We were pressed about the same time, I think.
Very, very nearly.
I'm at my grand climacteric. So we'll put it at the, the 30s.
Oh, no.
No, 20s.
Please.
Come
on, you're not kidding us.
No, I wasn't trying to. Well, I would say about 1920.
Well, we won't say how old you were at the time, but it was around about 1922 that
I was two.
Yes, I thought that. Harry Radaman's jazz orchestra playing "Make That Trombone
Whatever became
Laugh."
of them?
Harry Radaman, well, I think he got old and stopped bleeding bands. No, I mean, Ian, a fun piece for two pianists.
Saint-Saëns.
Yes, it comes from Saint-Saëns, Carnival of Animals. A workout for piano duettists' digits. Ian, how many digits have they between them, two pianists?
Now, I think there's probably two answers to that.
Not down here, but...
A correct one and an incorrect one.
No.
That's about the size of it.
No, two possible correct ones, I would think. Digits being fingers would be that there would be 16, because you don't count the thumbs as digits.
No, that's the wrong answer, actually. Thumbs
the wrong
thumbs
answer.
are digits. Yes,
Are they?
They are digits.
Oh, well, in that case, it would be 20.
No.
But digit in the other sense is keys on the piano.
You've got some more digits under that table.
Oh. We don't count those.
Oh, yes,
surely.
you do.
When they're not playing it on the organ.
So you've got 10 fingers, 10 toes, total 40.
But notes are also called digits, aren't they? So it could be sort of about 82.
I wouldn't have got you. No, I've never heard called a note a digit.
Mr. Race.
Yes, sir.
Are there any pedal marks on those particular bars?
Not on the bit we heard.
No, so therefore they wouldn't be playing with their feet.
I resign.
Do elbows count?
I'm going to cut this short, give Ian a mark, and I'm going to remind you that I said, Ian, how many digits have they between them? Two pianists, so they do have 40 digits between them. Dennis, some happy singers here. Who are or were these three dream girls?
Going there.
Touch of the Tamla Motown, yes.
Yeah,
Who
great
are they?
Motown. It's the Supremes.
Yes. Why did I refer to them as dream girls?
Well, presumably because there's a very successful musical.
About them.
About called Dreamgirls, which is supposed to be about them. I remember, but what always comes to mind was a very witty man in New York called Taylor Mead, who was once asked, do you believe in a supreme being? And he said, not since Diana Ross left.
Yes, he was about right too, I think. Islands. Islands, real, imaginary, magical, legendary. John, which isle is this? Gorgeous music of its kind.
Lovely stuff.
Isn't it?
It's the Isle of the Dead.
Yes.
By Rachmaninoff.
Yes.
After a picture by Böcklin.
Yeah, that Arnold Böcklin. That's right.
The Isle of Man.
The Isle of the Dead by Rachmaninoff. Beautiful, beautiful. Frank, a Valdunican island.
But dreams don't last, though dreams are not forgotten. And soon I'm back to stern reality. And though they pave the footways here with gold dust, I still would choose my Isle of Innisfree.
Frank, where is Innisfree?
I'll tell you exactly where it is.
Do.
It's in the Oxford Book of Verse.
Yes, it is.
Towards the end, probably.
The collected poems of W.B. Yeats. Yes, you're
Well,
right.
presumably it's an island.
Yes,
If he sang it, I mean, it wouldn't be in Wales, would it?
I looked this up. Yeats told an inquirer that it was in Loch Gill in County Sligo, which is confirmed in the Blue Guide and the Everyman Encyclopedia, but Bartholomew's Gazetteer says in Donegal. So you can sort that out for yourself.
Oh, you can't trust them.
Ian, here's Moira Anderson's Island. Lovely island, Ian. Where is it? Which is it? And what's the main town?
Well, I know what it is, and I'm absolutely sure that it is as beautiful as Moira makes it sound. The only two times when I've had a chance to go there and have been at Oban, there have been storm-forced winds which have stopped the boat, making it possible for me to go. But it's the Isle of Mull.
Yes. And the main town?
Is Tobermory.
Tobermory, yes. As in the story by
Saki.
Saki. Yeah. Dennis, which island is this?
I found my something love in with you. I was waiting for the one where I found it beneath the shade of an old walnut tree.
No, not that one. No.
It's one of the Balearic
Yes,
Islands.
that's right. Well, pick the biggest one of the lot.
Majorca.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I checked the pronunciation of this. The BBC for a very long time insisted very strongly on Majorca. They said, no, it's English words, major and minor, so it's Majorca and Minorca. But they finally yielded, and now the BBC is allowing us to say Mallorca, because that's what everybody calls it.
Well, they couldn't afford to go there until recently, until package tours. So.
One of the authorities the BBC rang up to see what they thought about it, to get the general sort of opinion going, the pronunciation unit there, was they rang London Airport. They said, what do you call it? And they said, we call it Palmer. Still on islands, anyone a half mark. Which isle is this?
I love
the moon.
It's Isle of the Moon. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's got a half mark, so it cancels out. Right.
I didn't understand that.
No. Here are
It's a
four
play
notes.
upon words, Frank.
Play upon words.
I'm all for that.
Here are 4 notes. And they're the starting notes of a number of different tunes. John, what's this?
I love you, Porgy.
Yes. Let's take I Love You, Porgy from Porgy and Bess. Yes. Frank, the same starting notes, but different after that.
It's I love those harbour lights. They only told me oh dear.
Yes. Harbour Lights, yes. Ian, same notes again, starting. Just one simple phrase for you.
What's that?
We're going on the town.
On the Town by Leonard Bernstein. Yes. Dennis, so easy yours that I'd like to know the name of the trumpet player who made the song famous.
I Can't Get Started With You.
Yes.
Bunny Berrigan, I presume.
Yeah. Do you know who wrote the song?
No.
Vernon Duke, the tune, and Ira Gershwin, the words.
Oh, right, yeah.
John, one of the great show business personalities coming up. His first film was in 1929. His last film was in 1967. Not a bad span, with a special Oscar in 1958 for contributions to the world of entertainment for more than half a century.
Eyes of Lisette, smile of Mignonette, the sweetness of Suzette in you displayed.
It was indeed.
He was Maurice Chevalier.
Chevalier, yes, that's right.
You know that rather nice story. He was supposed to be a little bit mean with the money, and he had a assignation with a married lady, and it was arranged she would throw a 5-franc piece coin down into the courtyard when he was gone. And so she threw it out, and he came 50 minutes later. And she said, "What kept you?" He said, "I couldn't find the coin."
Well, Maurice Chevalier it was, yes.
Well,
Frank.
50 francs was about 100 quid in those days.
Yes. Frank, here he is, introducing one of his songs.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to sing a song from my most recent picture called 1 Hour With You. That's the name of the picture, but the name of the song, I'll tell you now. The song is called... No, I won't tell you how the song is called. You'll know in 1 minute how the song is called.
How is the song called, Frank?
He changed his act. He didn't sound like Maurice Chevalier, did he?
Didn't sound like John.
Yeah, French waiter.
Do you know how the song was called?
No.
Well, here is Chevalier's own answer for you.
Oh, that Mitzi. Oh, that Mitzi.
Ian, some of his songs seem to have worn less well than others.
Just a bum. I'm always on a spree. And if you want some fun, become a bum and be just like my bum, a very merry bum.
Not his greatest song, I think. Ian, one of Chevalier's films co-starred Charles Boyer, Leslie Caron, and Horst Buchholz. Do you know which one it was?
I would have thought it was Gigi.
Well, no, it was not.
No.
Not with that lot in them, no.
Whoa.
You've got every reason to know what the story was.
Or was it Fanny?
Yes, it was Fanny. Yes.
Oh, because Leslie Caron was in Gigi with him.
Yes, but not Horst Buchholz.
No. Somebody I know who was on Gigi with him, was working on Gigi with him. When he sang I'm Glad I'm Not Young Anymore, which he did without music, practically, he's sitting down, he rehearsed it for months and months, so that he did something on every syllable with a part of his face or just his hands or his eyebrow, and he did it every time they rehearsed it. On that half syllable, up would go one eyebrow, down would go one side. He was a
craft and the
complete
art.
craftsman.
Yes, that's right. I knew Ian would know the show because he was in the stage version in London of Fanny. Dennis, by
I
the
do
time...
that on my songs. You never noticed that. The eyebrows.
I'm the same. I can get all the
Never said a word until
I can get all the actions. Yeah, it's just the voice there.
Dennis, it's your turn. By the time Chevalier made the film, Gigi, his voice had dropped a little in pitch, and you may feel in sheer quality as well.
Each time I see a little girl of 5 or 6 or 7, I can't resist a joyous urge to smile and say, thank heaven for little girl.
He'd really gone off, hadn't he?
You know what I think he was doing? I think he was giving an impression of Ian Wallace.
Ian, I was watching you. You did not recognise the introduction of your own record, did you? It wasn't till the voice came that you knew it was you.
Yes,
did you?
yes.
Did you know the introduction?
It was sort of familiar.
Yeah.
It was interesting that because I didn't, and yet I was sort of mouthing it and wondering why I was mouthing it.
Well, that's why. Because it was you. Yes. Early memories, especially early musical memories, can be very potent. I wonder, what was the first opera, or perhaps the first musical that you ever saw, all of you? And did you enjoy it at the time? John, perhaps first opera?
First opera I ever saw was Madame Butterfly, Streatham Hill Theatre.
Good start.
And I learned from Harold Rosenthal, because he apparently was at the same performance and I didn't know. It was Maggie Tate as Butterfly.
Yes.
I cried throughout. The sound of... No, it wasn't the plot or anything to do with it. Just the sound of the orchestra.
Yes.
I'd never heard one before, and it just made me cry. Sob, sob.
Yes. Frank, your first musical?
My first opera I went to was Cinderella, and I was taken by, I remember, Mr. and Mrs. Lambert, who were very impressive, and I was so excited with the understandable plot and the music and the scenery, that I did that trick of sitting on top of the seat, putting it up. I was 53. It was at Sadler's World. And in Sadler's World, I was taken by Jack Lambert, whom you probably know.
Yes, yes. And it was the Rossini Cinderella.
Yeah, wonderful. It was my first opera.
Ian, first memory.
Well, I think my first musical that I was taken to was the original production of Mr. Cinders. With Bobby Howes and Binny Hale. Yes. That was must have been about 1930, and it was at Golders Green Hippodrome at a matinee. The Vivian Ellis music.
I was there. That was my first musical too. Golders Green Hippodrome, Mr. Cinders, Bobby Hayes and Binny Hale.
Well, that dates us, doesn't it,
yes.
Steve?
Yes.
First opera was Marriage of Figaro, I think at Sadler's Wells, and I think we were taken in a school party. And I can remember getting into trouble with people in the row in front because I found the recitative and the comedy so funny. I was roaring with laughter very loudly, and people were sort of going, shh, like this. It seemed to me ridiculous because, it's a comedy. Why shouldn't you laugh?
Absolutely, yes. Hasn't it stood the years well, too, the revival? I must tell you this because I was at the Golders Green. It must have been the pre-London, pre-West End.
Yeah, that's right, it was.
Right?
Yeah.
And only a few years ago, I was in a lift in Broadcasting House, and a lady, small elderly lady, got in the lift, and I said something like, "Which floor would you like?" And she said, "I know that voice." She said, "I know that voice. You're Steve Race." I know the voice, but I didn't know about the woolly whiskers. She said, and then she said, "I'm Binny Hale." And I met her, dear old Binny Hale. Dennis, your first show?
I'm glad you didn't insist on first opera, otherwise this would have been one of those three-handed rounds. Yes, my first musical was a show called Give Me a Ring, and it had Flanagan and Allen, Evelyn Leigh, Will Fife, Bertha Belmore, Gina Marlowe, and it was written by Weston and Lee and Guy Bolton, and if John cried all the way through it, I was 10 and I laughed all the way through it. I'd never had such a long session of laughing in my life.
It's a terrific cast, wasn't it?
No, it's a lovely show, but without any songs. I've searched for songs from it ever since. There are a couple, but they're not really very good.
No,
you know.
No marks are won or lost in this final few minutes when the foursome falls to singing. Frank, a song about car repairing.
He had to get out and get under to fix his little machine. He only wanted to cuddle his queen, but as to begin it, he had to get out and get under. Then he'd get back at the wheel. A dozen times they'd start to hug and kiss, and then the darn old engine, it would miss, and then he'd have to get under, get out and get under, to fix up his automobile. Yeah.
Complete contrast from John, a serenade, the serenade perhaps by Schubert.
Leise fliehen meine Lieder durch die Nacht zu dir. In den stillen Hain hernieder, Liebchen, komm zu mir. Flüstern schlanken Wipfel lauschend in des Mondes Licht, in des Mondes Licht, des Verräters peinlich lauschen, fürchte Holle nicht, fürchte Holle
Denis, on the other hand, has a song about a girl who went wrong, or was wronged, or perhaps both, Denis.
Oh. She is more to be pitied than censured. She is more to be helped than despised. For she's only a lassie who ventured on life's stormy path, ill-advised. Do not scorn her with words fierce and bitter. Do not laugh at her shame and downfall. For a moment, just stop and consider that a man was the cause of it all.
I deny it all.
Ian's song is so often requested that we like to come back to it from time to time. Sidney Carter's song about what takes place down below.
When you're working in the dark down below, underneath St. James's Park down below, when you're working in the dark, it isn't half a lark. When you're working in the dark down below, oh, it isn't hard to tell down below if it's Bow or Clottenwell down below. For Bow and Clottenwell has a different kind of smell, and we know it very well down below. Oh, the objects that you find down below help to entertain the mind down below. There are watches you can't wind, wrapped up in bacon rind, and that isn't all you find down below. Oh, there's something in a sewer down below that has a strange allure down below. And the magic of the drain is a thing I can't explain, but it's calling me again down below.
About it. Down below here at the foot of the score sheet, I see we have a victory this week for John and Frank. Goodbye.
Taking part in My Music were John Amos, Frank Muir, Ian Wallace and Denis Norden. The chairman was Steve Race. The questions were compiled by Steve Race, and the program was produced by Pete Atkin. My Music. A panel game devised by Tony Shryan and Edward J. Mason. Chairman, Steve Race.
Thank you. 4 names spring to mind in no particular order of preference. Let me introduce John Amos and Frank Muir, Ian Wallace and Denis Norden. If I have a preference around here, it's for our scorer, known affectionately as Tinker, but actually named Mary Bell. Our meeting place is here on the stage of the Westminster Theatre in London before a distinguished audience. That always goes down rather well. John, first question. Beethoven's Kreutzer Sonata, just a few bars, and then please tell us who was Mr. Kreutzer. Kreutzer Sonata.
I can tell you who Frank Sinatra is.
He was the sponsor.
Yes, that's right. The dedicatee, as you might say, of the sonata by
Beethoven.
Beethoven, yes, sir. He's believed actually never to have played it. Misha Elman used to tell the story about how he played at a village concert when he was 5. And during one of the rests in the violin part, a motherly old lady sitting near him said, "Play something you know, dear." Mr. Reed of Hayes, I have to thank for that one.
You know, Misha Elman had quite a good opinion of himself, and one day a rather gushing lady came up to him and said, "Mr. Elman, what does it feel like to be so famous?" And he said, "Madam, I sometimes think I'm dreaming."
Yes. Frank, some G and S. Frank, our mutual friend John Julius Norwich once distinguished himself in an odd way in a performance of Iolanthe. Can you explain?
Well, it's all, the chorus is composed of dukes and fairies.
Ah, you're working your way there.
And he was under the impression that he was going to be a fairy, so rehearsed all his movements in a fluttery manner, and ended up as a duke, a peculiar duke.
I will give you the mark.
I don't know the answer.
No, I know you don't. You worked your way. It was a school performance. All the peers were played by commoners, and he, the only peer in the cast, played the only commoner in the show. Which is really rather nice. Ian, your turn. a very popular symphony conducted by a former organist, here's a good clue, at St James's Church in Piccadilly. Which symphony and whom the conductor?
Yes, it was a very good clue as far as the conductor was concerned, because I imagine that must be the organist, I think, called himself at the time a Mr. Stokes.
Probably so. His real name, of course, being
Leopold Stokowski.
Leopold Stokowski, that's right.
But I think when he was an organist, he called himself Mr. Stokes.
Yes, that's right. Did you recognise the symphony? While you're thinking, I harped on the Stokes-Stokowski theme because some people think it's the other way around, that Mr. Stokes who called himself Stokowski. It's not that, it's Mr. Stokowski who called himself Stokes.
Yes, right. I'm glad you gave me a bit of time to think of that, because it hasn't helped me at all. I know the melody.
Tune,
yes.
Yes, know the tune. Sibelius, the second symphony. Sibelius said, Ian, of Stokowski, he is a very fine man, interested in many things, but not, I think, in music. Denis, your turn. In my younger days, I was a sometime member of Victor Sylvester's ballroom orchestra, playing what pianists call the lemonade, in other words, the tinkle on the top. Denis, can you name one or two of the long-term members of Victor Sylvester's ballroom orchestra? Just a couple of names will do me.
Yeah, well, they were always first-class musicians.
Absolutely.
It's quite sort of customary to deride them. He was very good at picking music, and they were always with him a long time. The only thing I can remember, Oscar Grasso was practically was a member of the sort of Sylvester organisation.
You heard him there in that bit, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
And the only one that I know offhand was a chap who again played for so many was Poggy Pogson.
Yes, Poggy Pogson. Eddie Macaulay and Cecil Norman on two pianos most of the time. Slim Wilson too. Ben Edwards, the inscrutable drummer, sitting up at the back there. Art Gregory on accordion too for a while, playing chuck rhythms, yeah. When you want to find a particular bit of a record you're playing, it's very tempting, though it's not recommended, to search for it by dropping the pickup arm here and there. It's the record going round, and you go bonk, 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 until you find the little bit of particular track you want. It's a very bad idea. Anyway, you get sometimes an effect like this. Now, did any youngster in the audience know who that was?
Elton John.
Yes, it was Elton John. Thank you, sir. For minute bits of Elton John. So from even tiny snatches like that, voices can be recognised. So, John, who's this? Right.
Is it a Placid Sunday?
Yes, it's a Placid Sunday. Placido Domingo it is. Yes. Frank, can you tell who this is?
Good.
That's because he's so popular, see, when he appears anywhere.
He's a rubber singer, because he deflated at the end.
It's a chanteur.
It's what he whom Private Eye calls Charles Aznavour voice.
Yes, Charles Aznavour. Aznavour it was, yes.
Who dances with himself.
Right, listen very carefully. Ian, listen very carefully, and you try to identify this singer.
I think that is Amos J.
Yes, it was Amos J, that's right. In very good form. Yes,
the only time my records ever get played by the BBC is
It's an LP, incidentally, the best of John Amos.
He was playing Ishmael in the opera Moby Dick, and that was
but the point about that is it's something which is normally said about singers, and a great thing is to have a voice that when people hear it on the radio or on a record say instantly, that is so-and-so. Well, the fact that you can tell that is you on such a little bit.
When people hear me sing, that's the one. That is so and so. That really so.
Dennis, I don't think you can have any difficulty with this.
Listen, it's no if I
Work hard was the last one, yes.
Work hard.
Can we have his name, please? One name. Topol it was, yes. I've cobbled together 2 sets of 4 tunes, making up one of my piano medleys. Piano medley. The first tune. What the
hell is it? Is it Eine kleine Nachtmusik?
Yes, the slow movement from Eine kleine Nachtmusik. That's right. You got that half a mark, John.
all
you right.
Why not
Then came
Speak to me. I've got to speak to me. I'm
not really. Well, it's a speaking instrument, isn't it? And John, Ian, it goes on.
For us. Somewhere a voice is calling,
calling no marks.
I don't think you guys calling no marks. That's right. Then
animal crackers in my soup.
Thank you. Yes. And that merged into Ian.
Dam Busters.
Yes, the Dam Busters March. And then
Colonel Bogey.
Colonel Bogey, yes, or any other title you know for it.
Yeah, that was the tricky bit of I'll Go My Way by myself. By myself.
No, it was not.
Oh, but not for me. But not for me.
You dropped your half mark as well.
Yeah.
And the last one,
Any umbrellas, 2 men today?
But not title for me. Would be
Turalura.
No, what's it called?
The Umbrella Man.
Yes, thank you. Yes, the Umbrella Man.
You just got our spokes in front there.
You did the whole lyric then.
Yes. Yeah. Let's have some smashing singing.
Right.
None shall sleep, our right. Pavarotti singing at the Royal Albert Hall in front of an ecstatic audience. John, whose music is this and from which opera, please?
La mia letizia infondere vorrei nel suo bel cuore vorrei destare copalpiti del mio beato amore.
Pavarotti again, opera?
I don't know. I think it's Verdi.
Yes, it's Verdi. The first letter is I.
I due Foscari.
No, it's I Lombardi. You have a half mark.
Oh.
No. Frank, your question. Who is this Thane?
Con
Oh, my poor children, slaughtered by that tyrant, and your poor mother too. Does the story sound familiar, Frank?
All my chickens and my dam at one fell swoop, said Macduff.
Yes, I said
after
who is
his
this?
family had been grossly done in.
Quite right. Macduff in Verdi's.
By the eponymous hero.
Verdi's Macbeth. Ian, soon I shall find asylum in a neglected grave, no tear falls upon it. Who's feeling sorry for himself? Listen.
This is a marvellous opera called Lucia di Lammermoor.
That's right.
By Donizetti, and the character who is, and has every reason to feel sorry for himself at this moment, is Edgar.
Now, Frank, that is the way to answer a question. There it is. Complete and final and utter. Shall we? Utter, that's all I can say. Utter. That's what it was.
What did I do? What did I do?
Try harder. I got to try harder. Dennis.
I'll show you another way to answer a question. I don't know.
Oh, yes. Oh, but that's another way, yes. Dennis, at this Pavarotti Albert Hall concert, the audience applauded a familiar orchestral introduction, just as if it were a pop concert. By then, in fact, it was a pop concert. Lovely song. Dennis, when was that song first published, and how much at a guess was the song copy then?
It first came to my attention, let us say, around about the 30s, I would think. When you know, the song copy was penny and you had enough change to go for a dinner in the West End and come back in a hansom cab. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Sometime before. It was 1904.
Was it really?
It was first published in an album of songs. And the price in Italy, please. In Italian...
In Italian?
Yes.
Oh, I don't even know... I don't even know what the rate of exchange was. Oh, it was something like 48,000 lira or something, you know. The Italian lira currency is very strange.
It was 2
lira. Yeah.
2 lira. Let's just track down where you've heard certain words before. John, the word abso-bloomin'-lutely. Where can you find that?
P.G. Woodhouse.
No, I would go so far as to say no. No. Abso-bloomin'-lutely.
Richmond Crampton.
In a song. No, the song.
Spring breaks over me windowsill.
Abso-bloomin'-lutely.
All I want is...
Yes, Frank's got it. Yeah.
It's My Fair Lady.
Abso-bloomin'-lutely.
It's the first song.
Yes, it's from Wouldn't It Be Lovely? Abso-bloomin'-lutely still. Right.
Sung it on this programme. You weren't listening.
You've got your side's got it.
You were honing your whistle.
Frank, another word for you, a single word, Kealakakua. Where's that? That's from a song as well.
Yes, that's in a cookery recipe. It's okay. And middle glass hot in go Hawaii.
That's the one. I want to go back to my little glass shack in Kealakakua in Hawaii. Yes.
With that awful thing they did.
That's right. Ian, this is difficult, but try it all the same. Can you place the word in a song? Prosy.
Prosy?
P-R-O-S-Y. I'll give you a bit more help if you like.
It's
going to be a long night.
There's a song.
Romance, yes. Romance from the Desert Song. Would you like him to have that mark?
Yeah, give it.
What's
the difference? Does it cost you to give him a mark?
Yes, it's romance, called Romance from the Desert Song.
I think I only deserve half a mark, actually.
All right, half a mark.
Scottish takeaway, that's called. Yeah.
Dennis, in your case, 4 words.
4 words.
And a most curious association for a songwriter an assertion for a songwriter to make. You have no lips.
Oh, you tried to throw me by putting the wrong... It's you have no lips,
yes,
isn't it?
On the strong syllable.
They say you have no lips for a fool such as I. Actually, I heard one of those the other day, and it struck me... Once heard it umpteen times. Do you know the song where they use the word consolation?
Yes, I do. Consolation. There's nothing left.
Also, in high society,
among my souvenirs.
In high society, Bing Crosby sings in very slow fashion, "True Love," and there's a line that goes. It was always fascinating me. Your guardian angel on high with nothing to do.
Yeah.
But to give.
It's to do. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Going through the mind.
Unemployed guardian angel.
Somebody in the audience call out where I can find a reference in a song to Huckleberry. Pins. The song, Huckleberry. Moon River. Thank you, my Huckleberry friend. Moon River, yes, that's right. And so to the final minutes of this week's programme. I've never been one to push myself.
Are you waiting for endorsement or an argument? Yes.
May we push you?
Yes. People do write sometimes to ask for a little genial piano playing from time to time. And since Frank's song is a particularly good tune that I rather like, I thought I'd preface his chorus with a brief chorus of my own.
Complete for us to share together. Looking through the window, you can see a distant steeple, not a sign of people who wants people. When the steeple bell says good night, sleep well, we'll thank the small hotel and creep into our little shell. And we will thank that small hotel together.
Right, John's turn now.
Can I have a prelude and fugue before mine?
All you're going to get is an arpeggio, John, into the watercress.
Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, up yonder Wasinge mountain, a fair young mistress be. I asked her for to marry me and come to mistress me. But she left me with a bunch of watercresses, and she didn't even wave her hand goodbye. So I went back to my dairy and decided that I'd marry, 'cause I couldn't wait until the by and by. 'Cause I couldn't wait until the by and by. Oh, I wooed her in the summertime, I wooed her in the spring, I wooed her like the cardinal when he does a wooing sing. But she left me with a bunch of watercresses, and she said, I love several other men besides you. So I went back to my dairy and decided not to marry until my bunch of watercresses die. Until my bunch of watercresses die.
Dennis's song is a different kind of folk material. Billy Williams made it famous, and Denis Norden revives it.
Put a bit of powder on it, father, a little bit of powder do. Put a bit of powder on it, father, let me beg of you. Now that the cold can get to it, it's gold, red, white and blue. So dab it on nice in the same place twice, a little bit of powder do.
Such a face as drifts through dreams. Lovely line, a lovely song from Ian.
Sylvia's hair is like the night, touched with glancing starry beams. Such a face as drifts through dreams. This is Sylvia to the sight, and the touch of Sylvia's hand is as light as milkweed down, when the meads are golden brown, and the autumn fills the land. Such a face as drifts through dreams. This is Sylvia to the sight.
Please bring the poppy through again.
A song by Ole Speaks, and your chairman speaks to report a victory this week for nobody. It's a tie. Goodbye.
Taking part in My Music were John Amos, Frank Muir, Ian Wallace, and Denis Norden. The chairman was Steve Race. The questions were compiled by Steve Race, and the program was produced by Pete Atkin. My Music. A panel game devised by Tony Shryan and Edward J. Mason. The chairman, Steve Race.
My colleagues need no introduction, so I'll just introduce them. John Amos and Frank Muir, Ian Wallace and Denis Norden. I'm sure you've heard of Daisy Bell. Our Miss Bell rides a bicycle made for one, dismounting now and then to keep score for us, Mary Bell. I've long held the belief that people like doing best the thing they do second best. Hence comedians playing Hamlet, cellists wanting to be conductors, and conductors wanting to be composers. I suppose you should say piano players wanting to be chairman of panel games. This first round concerns people or things in some way out of character. John, you know Strauss's Emperor Waltz. John, what has happened to it here?
Well, they have wonderful machines nowadays that can turn the tempo, reduce the tempo without reducing the pitch. I think that's it. And of course that was not part of the Emperor's Waltz, that was part of the introduction to Emperor's Waltz, because it's in 4/4.
Well, it's all called the Emperor's Waltz.
Oh, well, right.
No, it occurred to me.
I thought you were trying... Yes, I'm sure it did.
No.
I thought you were trying to catch me out.
Well, not really, no. It's just that something rather interesting in the musical sense has happened to Strauss's piece there. You don't know who arranged it, do you? That's the point.
Schoenberg.
Yes, that was the Schoenberg arrangement. He also arranged Roses from the South and Funicular, Funicular. Schoenberg's arrangement. Frank, what made this lady famous? Was it her singing?
Is it Barbara Cartland?
Barbara Cartland, yes, the novelist, singing.
Is nothing beyond her, one asks. Must be in league with the devil. With that and honey.
Someone slightly out of character, as I said. Ian, again, someone slightly out of character. In a letter, Elgar wrote, "Tell me about this basso. His phrasing is the finest I have heard. Where is he?" And the basso in question, Ian, was this man. Gorgeous, I think.
Well, when that question had to be answered at that moment, he was in South Pacific.
Yeah.
And his name was Ezio Pinza.
Yes.
And he was a contemporary of my singing teacher. And I was really brought up to listen to Ezio Pinza and try in some way to model singing on this man, who, to me, has one of the most marvellous voices of them all.
Character in the voice is the thing.
Oh, tremendous.
Has there ever before in a musical been a voice of that power and quality?
I would doubt it. I really would doubt it.
Present company accepted.
I've also learned all these years of calling him Easy-O, which...
Anyway, it's nice to know that Elgar wants to know about Pinza.
I wonder if Elgar knew that he started life as a professional racing cyclist.
I think he did.
Well, have there been many professional racing cyclists played the lead in a musical?
Present company accepted. Dennis, I'm going to play you on the piano 8 bars of a song which comes from a larger work, composed by a popular vocalist. I wonder if you're going to know it. I can't think of another singer who could have written these harmonies.
Well, this is deduction, because somebody I know that you admire.
Yes,
right?
That's right.
And it's got a sort of 40s sound to it, 40s, 50s sound to it.
Would be if I like him, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and when you say a singer-composer, I would say Mel Torme.
Yes, it's Poor Little Extradale, comes from near the end of Mel Torme's California Suite. Yes,
Suite. You know we sometimes do these misprints. I got one in one of these typed sheets of 78 records available, where there were a whole lot of Mel Torme records, and they put Mel Torme up the top, and underneath they put The Velvet Frog, which of course is Charles Aznavour.
Some references in songs to things: a ship, a cart, a telephone, and a sofa. John, which song is this line from? You've heard it at least twice on this very programme. Then I kissed her on the ship. Then I kissed her on the ship, and Ian, the crew began to roar.
Healy-ho. Parted on the shore. Harry Lauder's song.
That's right. You didn't get it, John. Frank, I quote from a famous popular recording: "Sweet pushcarts gently glide."
Ding by
from
Manhattan.
Yes, I'd said it that way because Ella Fitzgerald, whom I adore, in her record of Manhattan, takes a breath halfway through the word. Listen, halfway through gliding. Listen.
Sweet push carts gently gliding by.
Ian, I talk on the telephone for hours. Can you place that? Your son, perhaps, or your daughter? I don't know.
I saw Dennis give a look of instant recognition. I think I have to pass that over to you, Dennis.
Talk
I was
on the telephone for
I
hours.
enjoy being a girl.
Yes, it comes from I enjoy being a girl, from the Pavarotti song. Dennis, yours is the chair and then the sofa.
The chair and then the sofa, they both broke down and cried. The curtain started waving for us to come inside. We just couldn't say goodbye.
That's right. Every child used to be asked, and probably still is, what do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to be? The answer used to be an engine driver, a test pilot, an astronaut now, I suppose, or a chat show host. I wonder if girls still want to be nurses. I don't suppose any of you would have said, I want to be a panellist in a music quiz when I grow up. Just for interest, what did you want to be?
I wanted to work in a gramophone shop.
And did for a little while.
Yes, and I did.
Frank, what did you want to be?
What I am now, any richer.
That'll do.
Not a writer, not particularly a panel game player, but I'm grateful.
Ian?
I think I always wanted to be an entertainer of some kind. Ever since I was taken very early in life to the theatre, first of all to variety at the Coliseum when I was about 5. And I used to see people like Billy Bennett saying it was a dirty night and a dirty trick when I got wrecked in the Atlantic. And then I was taken later to see Stanley Holloway at Golders Green Hippodrome. It occurred on the evening before Waterloo, and troops were lined up on parade. And I knew that was what I wanted to do. That sort of thing. Be an entertainer. And,
a monologuist.
Oh yes, a monologist.
Dennis, what did you want to be when you were little?
I can't remember any one driving ambition. The only ambition I can remember from, and this was actually my adolescence, is I wanted to wear a fawn overcoat without putting my arms through the sleeves.
Yes. And take Alice Faye out.
And take Alice Faye. I had another one that involved the Dagenham Girl Pipers in a forklift truck, but it was...
Before the show, I asked our scorer, Mary, next to me, what she wanted to be when she was little. I wonder if you can guess. Anybody, what do you think she said? It's a genuine ambition when she was little.
A singer.
A singer? Yeah, go on, try somebody else. Anybody?
No idea.
No.
That's a good question.
Want to try? In a loud voice, Mary, tell us.
Ballerina.
She wanted to be a ballerina. Yes. Never mind, there's still time. Take 5 notes. John, one of Ian's favourite songs begins like that. He's sung it several times and talked about its composer. I'll play you a few bars and then you tell me who was its composer.
Leaning on the gate.
Now, same surname as a Victorian composer of note.
Isn't it? I thought it was somebody Charles.
No, not Wolseley Charles, no. T.C.
P.
No, T.C. Sterndale Bennett.
Sterndale Bennett.
T.C. Sterndale Bennett, yes.
The
Frank.
lyric is from Pope. A little leaning is a dangerous thing.
Frank, the same 5 starting notes. Which 2 words would you expect to hear immediately following this tune?
Evening all.
Thank you. Yes. That's right. Jack Warner.
Dixon of Dock Green.
Dixon of
Jack
Dock
Warner.
Green, yes. Ian, same 5 starting notes. Your neighbour knows the title. Do you, I wonder? Oh, what a tune.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's Snozzle Durant.
Yes,
right.
That's right.
Yes,
The song is called
Inka-Dinka-Doo.
Inka-Dinka-Doo. Yes, that's right. Dennis, here's a happy tune. What do they call it?
Sam's song. It's the one.
Song.
Whenever is it Carnival of the Animals? You always keep asking questions. Is that the one? Whenever you say the composer Saint-Saëns, it always reminds me of Dad.
Saint-Saëns, yes.
Saint-Saëns.
Let's just have some beginnings and endings. John, what begins like this? And ends like this. Yes, you've got it. Mozart's Don Giovanni. Yes. Because it starts with that big chord, and then the chord cuts off, leaving the bass note, doesn't it?
That's right.
The giveaway.
They used to play it in Lyon's Corner House with an orchestra consisting of a fiddle, piano, clarinet, and double bass. And I once took a friend of mine, I heard them play it then, and next time I went with Manu Parikian, and I sent a little note surreptitiously and asked them to play it. And of course we were talking away, and all of a sudden they played that first chord. Don Giovanni.
Lovely. You could get Don Giovanni and a small hors d'oeuvre for 1 and 9.
And a bottle of Tosca, too.
The extraordinary thing was that the double bass used to wear cotton gloves. I've never seen a double bass player wear gloves before.
Really? I wonder why. Well,
This was at a Lyon's Corner House, was it?
That's right.
I remember my singing teacher telling me of his very early days way back in the 30s when he came over to this country from Italy. And he got a contract, as he thought, to sing in opera houses. And I don't think his command of English was very good in those days. And he said, I thought I was coming to sing in opera houses. And when I get here, I find it's corner houses. And he says, I have to sing 14 arias every day for very little money.
Can we do another corner house story?
Yes.
Corner houses also used to be the places, particularly the one in Coventry Street, where musicians went at very, very late or very early in the morning and sort of finished off their working day there. And one of them told me it was also the place where the ladies who were around that area on the pavement used to go for their final cup of coffee. And one of them got turned out. Do you remember this story? Right. And one of them created a fuss and got turned out. So on the way out, she turned round and threw up her skirts at the back and then marched out. And a certain well-known bass player immediately stood up and said, ladies and gentlemen, that ends the cabaret for the sea.
Well, as I was saying, beginnings and endings. Frank, after this beginning... After that, something pretty wonderful ends like this.
It's what is more grammatically should be called The King and Me.
Yes, yes. Roger Hamstein's The King and I, yes, ending on that tune, something wonderful. Ian, no problem for you, I would guess, in knowing what begins like this. and ends with this top note.
No, happily no difficulty. And the extraordinary thing to me about Die Fledermaus by Johann Strauss is that apparently there was no more time than something just over 40 days between the writing of that first few bars and the end. He wrote it in one sort of steady burst of activity, the sort of thing where meals were forgotten and on with feverish intensity.
Flow of melody.
And I think it was 42 days in all to do that.
It'd take me that time to copy it out. Yes. Dennis, not one single work in your case, but a collection which begins like this. And ends thus. Make a pizza. What is the collection called?
It's a Sinatra.
Yeah.
LP.
Oh, there's Ezio Pizza.
Right. Now, is it the Come Fly With Me?
Yes, Come Fly With Me, the first song, and It's Nice to Go Travelling was the last song. So the collection is the LP, Come Fly With Me.
It's a kind of marker boy that locates a whole generation, that LP, doesn't it?
Yes, lovely arrangements too, Nelson Riddle. John, what contribution to music was made by Jos Q. Atkinson and Marius B. Winter? Or what do the names suggest to you? Jos Q. Atkinson, Marius B. Winter. Draw a bow at a venture, have a stab at it. What do they do?
I think they wrote operettas.
You would have thought that. They were, in fact, 1920s dance band leaders. Jos and Marius. Names like Benny and Artie and Bert came a little bit later in the 30s. Frank, talking then of British dance bands, can you supply the first names, please, for 3 vocalists? Janada, Donovan and Berman. Yes, Ronnie Janada.
Len Berman.
Len Berman, yes, and somebody Donovan. Alliterative.
Don Donovan.
Yes, nearly. Dan Donovan. Dan Donovan, yes, nearly. Ian. In 1939, Ted was a member of Sid's band and Billy worked for Jack. By the end of the war, though, all 4 were top band leaders. Can you work out their surnames? Ted
Heath.
Played with Sid.
Sid Lawrence or
No.
Phillips?
No. At the Grosvenor House. Sid Lipton. Sid Lipton.
Sidney Lipton, yes.
That's right. Billy, having started out with Jack. No. He was with Jack before the war. Pardon?
Billy Cotton and Jack Hilton.
No. Jack Hilton's right, but Billy, somebody else.
Graham.
I think I give up at this point. You're nearly right. Billy Ternant became a band leader after he left.
It's somehow a diminishment to say Sidney Lipton, because he really was, to say Sid Lipton for Sidney, because he really was the most dignified of all them.
Utterly dignified.
Utterly. He had the best back of anybody, but straight like a guardsman.
And a great survivor from among the 30s band leaders too. Your question, Dennis, what was joy worth?
In my case, every penny I paid.
Thank you. Yes. Who then?
Who was Joy Worth? I don't know.
Joy Worth. No. Oh, go on. Joy Worth.
Joy Worth.
Ian,
you've worked.
You know Joy Worth. Frank, you know Joy Worth. Well, BBC announcer. Joy Worth, in the good old days of Variety Bandbox and all those. But musically, she was a member of a vocal trio with Kay Cavendish and Pat Rignold.
Oh, now, would that be the Cavendish Trio or that other one that they did, that certain trio?
No, the Cavendish Three.
Cavendish Three,
yes. And I think they were in that film Death in Broadcasting House. Joy Worth, very, very famous announcer later on. This is where I become my colleague's accompanist. I was delighted to find out. Somebody once said to Dame Clara Butt, "I know you're a accompanist." And she replied, "Have I an accompanist? I really forget." I suppose someone does play for me. One could inquire. Takes the biscuit, I think. Frank, sing us, not a Clara Butt song, but an old Lily Mollis favourite.
Don't have any more, Mrs. Moore. Mrs. Moore, don't have any more. The more you have, the more you want, they say, and nothing's as good as a feast any day. If you have many more, Mrs. Moore, you'll never find your front door. And the too many gins gives the lady double chins, so don't have any more, Mrs. Muir.
As I said, a Lily Morris song. I wonder how many times she appeared on the music hall bill with the entertainer who used to come on stage whistling this. John now whistles. I think it was Denis himself who once observed that the perfect girlfriend was a nymphomaniac who lived over a pub. That was Denis.
If I may correct you, it was just to, put the record straight, as they say.
Please.
It wasn't. It was somebody who wrote a parody that went, "The girl that I marry will have to be a nympho who owns a distillery."
Oh, yes. Anyway, this song is along similar sort of lines, isn't it, Denis?
You can easily tell she's not my mother, 'cause my mother's 89. You can easily tell she's not my sister, 'cause my sister couldn't give me such a wonderful time. You can easily tell she's not my girlfriend, 'cause my girlfriend draws the line. She's just a slip of a kid, but when I think what she did, she's a personal friend of mine. I don't mean Mary, a personal friend of mine.
I may be right, I may be wrong, but I'm perfectly willing to swear that Ian's song is one of the finest ever to come out of this country. And we all remember with affection the man who wrote it, Eric Maschwitz.
That certain night, the night we met, there was magic abroad in the air. There were angels dining at the Ritz, and a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. I may be right, I may be wrong, but I'm perfectly willing to swear that when you turned and smiled at me, a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. The moon that lingered over London town, poor puzzled moon, he wore a frown. How could he know we two were so in love? The whole darn world seemed upside down. The streets of town were paved with stars. It was such a romantic affair. And as we kissed and said good night, a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. I know, 'cause I was there. That night in Berkeley Square.
End of show. Just time to report a victory this week for, sorry Ian, John Amos and Frank Muir. Bye.
Taking part in My Music were John Amos, Frank Muir, Ian Wallace and Denis Norden. The chairman was Steve Race. The questions were compiled by Steve Race, and the program was produced by Pete Atkin.